The Survival on Purpose coverage of the 2017 SHOT Show is sponsored by Thrunite flashlights and Hawg holsters. Welcome back to Survival on Purpose coverage of the 2017 SHOT Show. I'm here with the ever really mellow and calm Joe Flowers. Joe, thank you so very much for taking time to talk to us, man.
I appreciate you being here. Thanks for your time and the opportunity to check out our Condor. No, just kidding. All right. 2017 and like 2016, everybody watches Alone, right?
Absolutely.
Alan Kay won the first season of Alone.
Georgia boy, by the way, Georgia boy.
Yep, out of Georgia, with the HD Kukri. So new for 2017 is the K tack, commemorating Alan Kay's beating the bush out there for season 1 of Alone. It has a smashing pommel, micarta handle, and comes with a huge Kydex sheath. Let me see if I can grab it there without stabbing you. Here we go.
Hey, I like this a lot.
Always a problem when you stab the YouTubers. I learned I'm not supposed to do that. But we're coming out in green and brown. So we have 2 different colors of the micarta kukri. Kukris are an amazing design because you can choke up and do fine work on it. Or you can still use it for hacking. Here's a fun tip for your viewers. If you're using a kukri or a machete, use a pinching grip when you're doing a lot of hard work with your thumb and your forefinger. And that's how the kukri's meant to go, with that forward shape. Try it. Pinch grip it. There we go. We have carpet on the ground, so whatever.
That's pretty much how I do it anyway, because
it helps.
It just seems to work.
Otherwise, you're going to have a lot of stressors in your hand and,
right.
And blah, 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 ergonomics. Tim Stetzer is a knife writer and a designer, and he came out with this with me. We collaborated on something called the Scalper. It is a frontier-style knife from a frontier-style American frontier heritage, and we wanted to do it right and come out this year with that. So it's a dual camp knife.
That is super lightweight too.
Yeah.
What kind of steel is that?
This is 440, or no, this one I believe is 1075 high carbon steel. We are working with new steels though. We got 1095 now, and 440C stainless, which is a fantastic stainless steel.
Right.
This guy is 1095 high carbon steel. This is a Navajo knife, new for 2017, but you'll see some of our older knives. Now we've re-released them out. Like this guy. This guy's pretty darn popular. It's in our top 10. The Mayflower by Charles May, who's a wonderful knife maker, and myself. We collaborated on this, and now we're doing it in 440C stainless steel.
Very cool. That's just a very nice design.
Yeah, it's just a nice everyday carry. You can keep it on your backpack strap, and it fills the hand nicely, even despite multiple hand sizes in the world.
It's just a really usable, functional blade shape and size.
Yeah, that one's
all around knife use.
Right. Last year we had it in 420. But now we've updated it, and I think that's important. We've been listening to you guys. Listen, YouTube, internet, we're a feedback company.
Yeah.
We thrive on listening to people and trying to get better that way. We have a lifetime satisfaction warranty, not just if you break the knife, but if you're not happy. So we really listen to what people want. Okay, you want a new steel? If we can afford it and do it right and heat treat it right, we'll do it. If we see a lot of things that people are requesting, we listen. That's a big deal, I think. Want to see an example of something where I don't listen to anybody?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. I'll be right back. This is called the Macara. I wanted to design the Macara. This is a new guy for 2017. This is straight up fun. Doing a sword and a machete hybrid is kind of difficult because not a lot of people sword fight, but they use machetes a lot. So I said, all right, we're going to design a machete first, and then still have some of the aspects of a sword in it, but something that you can still use one-handed, that you can still use two-handed for combative purposes, but that you can still use out in the bush. Feel how light that is.
Wow.
So it's light, so you can swing it quickly against a zombie or an incoming pine tree when they sneak around.
This is what steel?
This is 1075. 1075 stainless, can take a beating. Mm-hmm. You can use it for
sleeve rivets.
Yep. Hollow rivets to make sure that you have just the handle is skeletonized too, to have more weight forward design, more weight control up in the front. it's just a fun, cool design.
Very well balanced. They won't let me check that here, but it is balanced.
Yeah, you can swing it around here. People don't mind. It's real. Man, I forgot, can't cut the YouTubers. So another big, heavy seller for us that a lot of people have checked out before is called the Dooku Parang. That's behind Luke over here. And this guy's another lightweight super Parang. Yeah. Have you reviewed this yet?
I have not.
It's a pretty good one. A lot of people love it.
Yeah,
Small, lightweight. What people don't seem to know is that we came out with the larger one. And the longer one is just as light and just as nimble. 1075 steel, 16-inch blade. This one is 12 inches. Skeletonized on the back. We went and got samples from Malaysia where they have stick tangs and measured them and tried to find that balance point. And we tried to do the stick tang, but we kept breaking them. And so, all right, we're going to do a full tang and skeletonize as much as we possibly can, get these weights right. And with the braided wire and all that, it kind of helped to get that balance point in the middle.
That's a nice little design figure too. It looks cool, the braided wire right there.
Yeah, yeah. And it makes it look classy because, you know, when you buy a Condor, you're going to look good.
Right.
For sure.
You know I like these things. I like big ones anyway.
Yeah, everybody loves the chop stuff. So you can find out more about our new products on www.condortk.com or here on Facebook. Subscribe to Survival on Purpose. Down below, hit that like button because hopefully you like this. And we'll get some stuff there for him to use out in the woods and explore with.
Very cool. And also, I want to point out that Joe's not going to mention this because he's too humble, but yeah, Joe runs Bushcraft Global, and they do Amazon adventure trips.
Yep.
So I'm really trying to get down there one day, maybe this year. Last year I was hoping, but I didn't make it. But
And you can start a Kickstarter for him. Everybody wants to see him get bit up by mosquitoes and other animals and insects and stuff, and then he has to eat them too. You get bit by the animals, then you eat them afterwards. But you can go find out about that on bushcraftglobal.com or on Facebook. That's actually, or on Instagram, of course, at www.bushcraftglobal.com. Go on my Facebook page and like it because I need the likes.
So Joe, once again, thank you so much for taking time to talk to us, man. Always a pleasure.
With Matt and everybody here at Condor.
Yeah, man. Condor is always cool.
Tell us
always
what we
cool.
can work on and tell us what you want to review. We're here for it.
Sounds good. Thanks again. Thank you for watching. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. I would like to take just a minute to thank Thrunite Flashlights and Hawg Holsters for sponsoring this coverage of the 2017 SHOT Show. I gotta tell you, I bought my first Thrunite flashlight about 3 years ago. It was the TN12 version, I remember. I was really impressed with the quality of that flashlight, and I've since developed a relationship with Thrunite and reviewed a lot of their gear. I just really think they do a great job of providing exceptional value and really cutting edge flashlight technology. My current everyday carry flashlight I've been carrying for, I don't know, at least a year is the TC12, which is kind of like the rechargeable version of the TN12. I highly recommend this. They've actually got a new version coming out I'll be doing a review on soon, but this is an excellent flashlight. I think if you're looking for a really high quality, high value flashlight, you can't go wrong with a Thrunite. They just really have impressed me with the level of value that they provide in a really nice flashlight. They're also kind enough, by the way, as you can see, to hook me up with this really cool shirt. I'd also like to thank John over at Hawg Holsters. John makes these really nice puller in the waistband Kydex holsters. This is the carbon fiber bling model, which feature the Ulti-Clip retention system, which I really like. As I said before, this is absolutely my go-to holster, the best holster I've ever used, so I highly encourage you to go check them out too. But anyway, once again, I will put links to Thrunite flashlights and Hawg holsters below. I think they are both excellent examples of the kind of companies that I can feel 100% confident in recommending to you, because not only do I use them every day in my own life, but I just think they are very, very good stuff. So once again, thanks to both Thrunite flashlights and Hawg holsters for sponsoring this coverage of the 2017 SHOT Show. And as always, thank you for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for clicking that thumbs up, for sharing this video with all your friends. Thank you so very much for doing all your Amazon shopping through the Survival on Purpose links. I really appreciate the support. Once again, my name's Brian. You're watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival's not an accident. So be prepared. I'll see you next time.